Hey, how's it going? We're back on a Saturday with some more Timberborn. Hope everybody's had a good week. My week has been, it's had its ups and downs, but we're doing all right. We're hanging in there. We're back, though, in our heavily modded colony. It looks like it's raining. It feels like every time I come back to the stream, it's raining for some reason. I don't know why. Last time we left off doing something. I think we're headed toward the mine here, but I don't remember anything else. Maybe we were working toward... what else were we working toward? Oh, some new industrial sites, it looks like. We've got all that configured. Oh, interesting. That must be a mod. There we go. And we did get... Did we get this? Yes, we got that one blocked off. So maybe we'll head to another source today. It's going to be a long way over, but we might head into this one. See if we can block it off. It looks like it'll be interesting too. Another one where we'll have to probably explode the area around it. But that's not a big deal. And what do we have everywhere else? We have a couple up here, and that's definitely going to be interesting to try and get those taken care of. Where else do we have water sources? We have water sources all over the place on this map, including bad water sources. Okay, well, we've still got a long ways to go then, it looks like, but we'll get started again. There we go. Last time I think we were working on this. We have plenty of science. Did we want to work on some more? Maybe, what are these? Not decorations, but monuments. I think we were kind of headed that way, but I don't know if we had the resources. You know what? We might put them up anyway. Let's do that one. Let's do that one. Wait, do I want that one to face? I feel like that one should face this way. There we go. That looks good. We'll have even better beavers. We did get a couple of bots in last time, so it looks like we've only got 9 of them. That happens. We'll expand our factories out once we get some more industrial going. Oh, we got some storage going here. 17 open beds, 10 beavers. Or 10 bots, 25 kits. So we've got a little bit of extra stuff to do. Let's put in a storage down here for all these trees whenever they actually get down here. Let's see, that can go out. There we go. That's a long way to wander. We'll have to put in, maybe we'll put in some more zipline stations down there. Do. Get that a-going. That's a-going. And can I connect in? Nope, that's slightly out of range. What about right there? Nope, slightly out of range. Looks like that has it. So we'll get them moving around the map. We'll connect to you. And then we'll connect to you. So hopefully that gets us going. Where we were working on this last time too. For more science. What do we need here? Gears. And we only had the 2 gear places, but we just got 3 more in. We're slowly replacing out some of these with... Are you guys pretty much caught up? What do I need to make that gears? Is this... That's automated. This is not. That's 10,000, I believe. Yep. So that's going to take a bit. Maybe once we get that second one in, that'll help us. Maybe we'll just move... You know what? We're going to need chargers for these bots over here, aren't we? Otherwise, there's going to be some problems, some issues. So, let's take out this row and we'll move it one more over and put a bunch of chargers there for our bots. Because this will probably be all bots eventually. Let's go ahead. We'll get one bot in there. Get some extra gears made. We got logs, but we're slowly losing the fight on logs. But that's okay. We can do this, and we'll say cut trees. Oh, those are already marked to cut. See? Good job, past me. Let's see. Lumberjack. Let's do a bunch of those. How are we doing? Beaver is injured. 18 beavers injured. Good grief. Why do we have so many injured beavers? I don't know. It's all that industry they're working in? Let's see. You guys are doing fine. Metal. We could use some more of those. And I think we determined we probably need another layer of these last time. Yo. We'll get in these. And these. And this one can be the stairs. No point in having that there, even. Let's grab that. Come up here. Take care of that. There we go. And put a 2 platform in to get into this other one. There we go. More stuff. They've got all the stuff to build. We're just low on beavers. I could do advanced breeding pods and get us a decent amount of beavers, but I mean, this method has worked so far. We might leave that. Let's see. Advanced. No. But my week has gone pretty well. I mean, it started off kind of rough, but it ended up okay. Found out at work that I didn't get the promotion I was asking for, but I got a promotion, so I mean, that's something, right? Always a good thing. Change in responsibilities and whatnot. Here we go. We'll get all that taken care of. And, you know, we've got I've got stuff mostly caught up around here. I've got most of my stuff recorded for the next couple of weeks, so hopefully if I can get them edited here, which I'll probably do that tomorrow, finish up the editing, I'll have stuff ready for the next week or two. Hopefully you guys are still enjoying all of those things over on all those let's plays over on the channel there. You know, I just started one for the Wandering Village, and I'm having fun with that one, so we'll probably play that one for a little while. I don't know if that's something that you guys want to see me stream or not, but you never know. Maybe somebody will want to see that, and we'll work with that. Why are there 3 trees in this field? I don't know. That's a bit worrying. Okay, well, tell you what I do want to do is let's come back up here. And we'll overbuild on the water pumps for a minute. So that we can come back and get the better water pumps. Take those out and just start upgrading them. Because I think it's about time we get them. It definitely won't hurt. Are they... They are not even close yet. What are they? They're still working on all these buildings here. They still need logs? No. Planks, gears, and scrap metal. What is all this? Gears, gears, and more gears. Which are probably going mostly to other things. Let's... How's my planks doing? Are we full? Yep, we'll switch those back down to regular beavers, and they can pull them in when they can. Let's get you in there. Let's get you in there. How's these guys over here doing? We'll get some in here. See if we can get some gears made a little bit quicker, because it looks like that's where we're choked out at the moment, is just gears. There we go. 255. I made the power sources red, so let's go around and painting the power sources red. There we go. They're now red. It's kind of nice to have things color-coded. I still don't know why I made those pinkish purple, but you know what? It's okay. They'll be just fine. Let's label these as lowest priority so that they don't take up any of the extra resources. Skyblight. Oh man, that's a new one. This is going to be interesting. We've got a ton of water saved up. We'll see how long this Skyblight season is. Let's see. What are... They are all working on this here. I am not familiar with that season. Is it rain or opposite of rain? We're about to find out. I mean, it's cycle 13. You'd think most of the weathers would have come through by now, but we'll see. Hopefully everybody doesn't get sick. Then again, I have this, and they've made a lot of antidote, so we'll see how that goes. It might just kill off all of my crops, which would be rough, but as you can tell, we've got some backup. So, plus we've got a couple of indoor crops with the hydroponic gardens, so we'll see there. Although our dandelions don't have a huge amount of storage. You know what? Let's get some storage in there so that maybe, just maybe, We'll put dandelion storage right there. I'm sure that they're in here. Yeah, pies. We got everything except maple pastries, which, yeah, we got to get more maples. We got to get a whole section just dedicated to maples, I think, to get that. Fermented cassavas. Where is dandelions? They've got to be stored somewhere, right? There's the base. Dandelions. There we go. Let's get that built real quick, just in case. Who knows what this Skyblight is? I've got 2 extra bots. Any more places that I could switch with bots for the moment? Nothing's coming up, so... Do I need more? You know what? Let's get a couple in here. Bad water we're kind of low on. So gears and bad water have now been pretty much... Hello! Watching, but I'm just going to lurk. Hey! That's fine. I'm glad you're here. We're just doing what we can here. We have a brand new weather coming in with Sky Blight, which that might be kind of the bad rain or bad water version of rain, but we're gonna find out here. Everything's blighted, so be it. If it kills everything, well, that's fine. We'll replant where we need to. The trees might suffer a bit, but we've got some backups for that. In fact, we could probably toss in at least one of these here, just in case. How are we doing over here? Still have no gears. Where are all my gears going? I think there's a mod that tells you that, but that's one of the few that I couldn't get to work with everything else. Or at least there was a mod that told you that. Whether it's still updated or not, I got no idea. So all of this might turn to bad water. Over here, we'll have to double check and make sure that it's still good. Oh yeah, last time I got this in here, didn't I? Everything else will probably blight. And here in a day, I need to switch these two. Do I need... I have 4... No. Beaver is injured. 15 beavers are injured. I need to get them out of some of these more dangerous places and replaced with... Hey, look at that. Replaced with more bots. But I'm kind of using them to try and make more bots. So, for instance, right here. We could definitely just make another bot. Sounds bad, but we'll probably be okay. Got a good amount of stuff, and yeah, things that'll be interesting to see. That yeah, that's what I'm kind of hoping for. That everything goes all right. That tree fertilizer. It looks like I might need to get a second fertilizer plant, though. This one is just not keeping up. What is it that we're always out of? Berries, kohlrabies, waters, logs. This one I think requires dirt. I don't have a dirt place. That's what we are going to do. We are going to look into a nice place to start grabbing dirt. All right. They've got a couple of things built now. What's that? That's gears. That's metal blocks. Okay, so all of this just needs built up. This is all smelters. We're going to pause you. We're going to pause our tree fertilizers. At least one more. We're going to pause you for now. That should mean we're just waiting on stuff. Waiting on gears. Hey, we're starting to fill up with more dandelions. Somebody able to get to those? No, nobody's even able to get to that last one there. Let's put in some more here. We'll just fill the area with dandelions, even though who knows what's going to happen with this next area, this next weather. These are both, what, green? Some sort of greenish color? 68, 202, 107. Two, 107. That's close enough. 68, 202, 107. Close enough. There we go. Looks good. Sneezing again. I've been. I don't know if everybody else is having that issue, but we've got tons of corn in the area, and man, my sinuses are killing me. Rather than have them get down there in this water. Suspension bridges. This. Put a couple of bridges in, because why not? Everybody likes a couple of bridges here and there. We'll put in the turn first. Be here. And we'll do suspension bridges. Oh. One there. And nope. Yep. There we go. They can work on that. Let's see how she looks at 3. Frame rate's a little low, but you know what? We ought to be okay. Do I have irrigation systems? Let's see. Boost tree growth. That's not bad. Actually could have taken the place of pretty much all of this over here. Let's see. Blocks contamination. Well, we'll see. We'll see what this season does. Not one that I'm... Oh, for the love. Put that in the wrong spot. Ah, fly. So, I don't know where... Howdy! I'm doing great. How are you doing? Other than these flies, I've got 3 different flies in this room, and they decide to attack me only after I've started streaming. That is my luck. But we've got a brand new weather system coming in. How are you? Let's see. Man, they are taking forever to make these gears. Like I need just a place to make gears, but it's still not helping. Uh-oh. Hello? It's thinking about... Oh, it's changing seasons. Seasons are changing, that's for sure. Yes. Both in-game and out-of-game. What does this do? Sky Blight. So everything... Okay. Does it turn all your water bad? That what it is? Ew. Getting leftover hurt. Ooh. That's honestly worse. Everything on the map just... Oh, crud. Ah, crud. I missed it. These guys are going to have to pause because I don't want them going down there. That's going to take forever to get out of there, too. Down. There we go. It's more of the weather apps going nuts, and then it never rains. Ugh. Long ago, I lived in Maine, and we had a hurricane come through, and I think that was all that was on the news for ages before it and ages after it. Are these still putting out good water? Or are these just half and half? It's hard to tell. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's a strange... This is definitely a strange season. Oh, look at that. It blighted those pools. There's not even a... Interesting. Okay. Well, we're going to have to find something to take care of that. I don't think if you put water... Yep, that one's blighted. That one's... Oh, it pretty much seems like it just turns standing water into bad water. You guys stay out of the water. And then does it stop? No, there's still some water coming out. But it doesn't seem to be wholly bad water. It's like mixed. See, this looks decent? Wow, that's a heck of a season. We're gonna have to figure out what to do with this bad water until the other water flushes it out. That can go down there, because it can all go. What map is this? What has happened? What was this map called? Save game? I don't... It's a good question. I don't remember what it was called. 15 beavers were unwell. Good grief. Alright, well, we've got antidote for them. But we've got a ton of mods going, including this weather mod, which this weather mod just turned all the standing water into bad water. So now we've got to get it all out of there. And that includes some of these, which, you know what, we're going to do... I can let the bad water out over here. It probably, hopefully... You guys stay out of that bad water, would you? There we go. Doesn't seem like weather. Yeah, it was just called... It was called Blight for a reason. So, mod... Yes, there are other weathers as well. It rains... There's a... It's called a monsoon season, but really what it is it turns all the water up to 350%. And then there's a bad tide version of that as well. We're going to get some sick beavers, but hopefully the antidote helps. Yeah, so there's a ton of water going through there. Alright, hopefully that'll get pushed back. We can turn this back on. But that one was a brand new one. I haven't seen that in all the cycles that I've done so far, so it's fairly new. Let's replant dead trees. They'll get on replanting those. Yeah, so it all came in, and that pretty much destroyed everything. Let's, you know what? Let's let all water out here. We're just going to let it all out, because I think it killed every one of these trees. And for some reason, there's just a mess here. I don't know why why that's not drying up. But, yeah, there's a bad water version of that. They call it a monsoon, but it's kind of a tidal wave kind of thing. Let's, you know what, let's fill this place up real quick, and then we'll see if it'll flush out after that. Don't replant the trees that are marked yet. Is there any more cleanup that we could do? That just seems like the bad water one. That one was rough. I'm not gonna lie. That one was really, really rough. A lot rougher than I thought it was going to be. So, this map has got this huge, like, lake in the middle. Oh, we've got a building color mod, too, which I've just been randomly coloring buildings. Hopefully all this bad water gets flushed out. All right, looks like a lot of the bad water has been flushed out of the top. It's still working its way off the map over there. Over here, there's a ton of it to flush out. They're moving through. We might invest in some pods, too. Massive, yes, it's a massive cave. It's one of a couple ones, but this is the biggest one on the map. And yeah, one of the mods we've got makes it, we're not only Folktails, we're Folktails and Irontooth. So it's actually both. That's still messed up. Here's another cave. Plenty of caves on the map. Like there's another one in here. Yeah, this one's just full of stuff. Look at that. Like some buried city. Okay, this is supposed to be another industrial. Both factions, they're pretty fun. They haven't came up with an all 4 factions mod yet, but I guess we will see. Actually, now there are 5 factions, aren't they? You've got the 2 main ones and then 3 different modded ones. You've got the original modded one, which is the White Paws. You've got the Ember Pelts, and now you have leaf coats. Leaf coats they just put in not too long ago. It's from the same guy that made the Ember Pelts. I have not had a chance to play much of them yet. Eventually I will. Oh, I have 2 more bots. So there's been a couple of interesting mods that have came out, that's for sure. Now let's do this. Do a paper factory across there. And then I need a whole bunch of gears. Just massive amounts of gears. And then we can do... We'll do one of these here. I don't know if I'll need that, but we'll see. This, and that. There we go. It's a weird looking one, but that's okay. We'll make do. The one that I think, am I using the one that's called Greedy Builders? I think that's the one that I'm using. If you want to look that mod up. They're still working on stuff over here. Which is fine. Let's get more stuff made, more production, more of everything. We're gonna have kind of a run on antidote, I think. We might need to get some more medical beds around here. And then let's look into the decontamination pods. I've played this for a while. I've been thinking about it. Well, thank you. I'm glad you're here. There's been a lot of good mods that have came through for Update 7, so if you like the mods in this game, it's a great time to get in with them. And if you're on the Discord, a lot of the people that make the mods are just there plenty, so I gotta try and flush this out one more time. Yeah. We're gonna get a lot of contaminated beavers. I will get that wellness pod in. Do I have anywhere that I can toss this? Yes, I can put one. You know what? We'll put them right up here. I wasn't using that space for anything. Put you here. And then we'll put storage for... Nope. Let's just do a regular old tank there. Or the extract there. No good selected. More water. Speaking of which, how's my water doing? Not great. Has there been any talk of an update anytime soon? I haven't heard of any, but to be fair, they kind of just surprise all of us on that. So it always seems like the moment I start a new colony, that's when everything drops and we get a whole bunch of new stuff. I'm just going to have to build. Yep. So it's like, well, maybe a little more warning than like a week would be great, but yeah, I don't unfortunately know. Let's get these water pumps in though. Let's say these are super high priority so that we can get a ton of extra water coming in. My water's starting to go down. My wellness is up though to 41. Let's hope we don't get another one of those rains for a while. Oh, that's why. We got our brazier bonding in. How's our food? Our food's taken a bit of a hit, but our water has taken more of a hit. Hopefully next time I'll have more storage ready for it. I like the look of this chemist building. Hey, it's Death. How's it going, Death? Ah, thank you for the hydrate. Death, you missed a new weather season. It was quite the experience. We look back and okay on the crops. That's good. What's this supposed to be? Catalyst? What are we always... Oh, I know what we're missing for catalyst. I need to set up... You know what? I don't need all of this here. Maybe we can set up... Not too bad. We didn't lose too many of them. I have 5 beavers with no jobs? Hey, alright. We're caught up on beavers. That's what I wanted to see. How are we doing gear-wise? Not great. Still. A decent amount of extract, though. Wonder what my builders are working on. Ugh. My water's just looking bad in general. That one? There it is. Hey, they're in there. Super high. Prioritize. Prioritize. Super high. Let's get a bunch of water caught up. Because we need it. I want to get as much of the water storage that I was building taken care of. Second chemist as well. No good selected. Ah, this can be for extract. There we go. I'm waiting on this. Let's make that fairly important. Once that's in. Very colorful build. Yes! Thank you. I do like that mod. I'm just choosing random buildings and choosing random colors. So, whatever works at the time. So if you've ever wanted to see a certain building, a certain color, let me know. Oh, you can change the color of that. That's neat. Wait, can I make... You can. You can change the colors of those. Rotation. And rotate them around, too. Interesting. Oh, we're almost done with the metal over here. Oh, this is starting to flow over. Let's see if we can empty it out one more time and take out all the bad water with it. Looks like some of it's going. How's my water? It still says it's going down, but it looks like it's recovering to me. It's still so much bad water that we can't use the showers. Well, that's not good. Well, we'll rinse it out again. It seems to be helping it. More water, please. Oh, water's back down. We might just replace all of these out. Let's do this. These. This. Here. Super high priority so we don't lose our water. Doing all right. Doing all right. So I was watching another Timberborn streamer the other night, and it was Kinderfrog. So if you haven't seen her, go check her out. She's got some really cool stuff. But he was able to find the naming file for these beavers, and she has a setup where you can actually name your own beaver, and you come up in the next stream. So I'm going to try and find that file. If anybody knows where it's at, let me know, and we'll see if we can do that and get people added to it. Is that supposed to be water? That might actually... I might have actually wanted something else there. Yes. Let's do fertilizer there. Maple syrup. Canola oil. Grease. Where's the... Not the catalyst. Fertilizer. There it is. That seems... I think there might be a mod. There's definitely a mod that lets you name beavers. But actually there were two, and I couldn't get either of them to work properly. They either, like, completely wipe out the names, so all of your beavers end up being named, like, one or two things. Or they just didn't seem to rename anything. So, but there's, I can't remember what it was called. Name that beaver or something like that. But, supposedly you can just take that out. And then, maybe I could set up something that lets both our YouTube people and our Twitch people be able to put in a command and have their name added to the colony for the next time. But, in the meantime, I mean, if you want to be in this colony, just let me know and I'll stop and rename a beaver for you. In fact, if you give me a hex code color, I'll even color it for you. Yeah, I don't know what was with that mod. It just, like, it would start just naming, like, if you added the name Charlie, all of your beavers suddenly were named Charlie. So I don't know why that was, but if I can find that file, we'll update it. Because I'm pretty sure I can get it to actually update the file from a command. I just have to figure out how to do it. Forest green. Okay, let me find one. Let's see. We will find one. How old is... Let's find... You know what? We'll do it this way. Find a... About this one. Age. There we go. The beaver. Yeah. There's actually two ways to do it. There's a hidden property that you can assign them the hex code, or if you just put it in their name. So if I went DM Javik and then went number 228B22. Let me see if it'll... There we go. Okie dokie. And we'll... Well, seems to work at the fertilizer dump. Maybe it'll come out. Come out. There we go. Let's do that. There you go. One forest green beaver. So you can do them individually, or if you have access to assign them that hidden trait, then they'll work perfectly that way as well. It's pretty neat. I don't remember who found that, but it was a nice addition. Let's change this over to... Hey, there we go. Now we got bots making bots. How are we doing food-wise? Overall, we're doing all right. Water-wise, we're doing okay. I think these beavers over here are just kind of sitting there. Maybe I'll make some maples up here. You have to... The demoralizing day I've had. Well, you're very welcome. I'm always glad people show up for my stream. It makes my day better. So thank you for making my day better. Here we go. What do we got? These guys are almost done. This wouldn't be a bad place for a maple forest either. What do you guys think? Up here or down here for a maple forest? Or maybe both. We don't need that many berries. Although, how is my berry supply doing? Not bad. Both. Both? Both. Okay. Both it is. Let's do that. I don't technically need to take out all the dead ones, but that's okay. It'll give my builders something to do rather than sit there and do nothing. Oh, they're asleep. That's why. Forgot. I always forget I have the light on. There we go. This seems fairly clear. So let's put you down to 9.5. And that should fix the problem there. We'll put somebody back in here. Both is good. Cool. Yes. Yes. Both? Both. Both. Excellent. It's an excellent quote. Very useful in many situations. I could definitely do this. I'd at least harvest the berries first. You know, usually I'd be right there with you. It's a shame to waste so many berries, but I've got a ton of them. Plus, I've got plenty of berry patches. I've got a huge berry patch here. Dangerous TNT. See? There you go. We'll get them all there. Why is Vobins... Oh, Vobins is doing what he needs to do there. Alright, Vobins. Oh my, we're low on logs again now. This has all been cleared. They look like they're working on it over here. Cut trees. Can you guys cut some of this? Or this? There we go. We'll get a couple of trees from there. Maybe I'll do a pine forest up here. Cut trees. Don't know why those aren't marked cut, but they will be now. Forester. Do double forester. We can pause all these guys, because we don't need them at the moment. Take out all of the berry bushes here. Nothing to do in range. Replant dead trees not marked for cutting. Suddenly, we've switched to all forestry. All forestry all the time. There we go. Sure. Let's put some more canola oil in there. Okay, so the next bad rain we get will have decontamination pods. Hopefully that'll work just as well as the antidote, or maybe that and the antidote will help. Oh, and we've got trees coming in over here even. Still got plenty of trees across the map. We just have to go get them. Do-do-do. So here's something I wanted to throw out to you guys. Maybe you guys have a preference, because I don't really have much of a preference on it. Do you prefer the game music, or do you prefer other music? Gears. Always gears. How did that one get in before this one got in? I don't know. I'm not going to ask. I'm always 50-50 on it. Need a setting at the lumberjack. Cut dead trees not marked for cutting. Clean up food forests before planting. There is a nice mod that does that, but it is super system intensive for some reason. And I am not sure why. It works really well. It does exactly what it says it's supposed to do. But it is super, like, system intensive. Speaking of system intensive, you guys will never guess what I found out the other day. My PC, it had a crash, I don't know, probably 3-4 months ago. And since it crashed, it decided to turn off its XMP settings. And for you folks that are less technically savvy, basically what that means is that my RAM was running terribly. So I got in there and I turned it back on, and it went from its 2133 cycle to its 3400 speed. I wouldn't say it nearly doubled it, but it greatly increased the speed. And I thought, honestly, my computer was dying, but it just turns out this one setting on my RAM had messed itself up. So for all of you people that do overclocking and whatnot, you might want to go back and check that. Just give it a nice check every once in a while. Maybe a nice PSA or something there. Yeah, it was weird. I don't know why it decided to do it. It was just like, nah, you're running at 2133. I mean, my computer's a bit old. It's not brand new, but it's not terrible. And I have the 3600 speed, but it's DDR4. It's not DDR5. And yeah, when it shifted down to the 2133, I could tell the difference, but I had no idea what was going on or why it was all messed up like that. Until I went in there and checked. I should be able to put trees there just as much as I want. Apollo, I think you're right. I would love to see an add-on to that mod that lets you say, hey, take out all the bushes and then plant something. Because I don't think the planting over... You know what? Let's check it. Maybe the planting override does. Planting override. If I say, like here, if I say override with oak, will you actually override these? Well, it does say you overrode them. Will it override those? Yeah, it will. Neat. Okay. Good to know. Now they still have to come and remove them, which I would like them to, you know, kind of figure that out on their own, but take what you can get, right? And we are still not making bots super quick, and I think that's because we're constantly out of... We out of limbs? We're out of limbs because we're out of gears. We're out of gears because every building requires gears, and it's just taking a while. Where are these guys at? You know what? We're just going to start putting bots in all the gear places so that it never stops working. So with that bad rain, I'm wondering, would it be worth it to look into the irrigation? Specifically the powered irrigation to help block out that contamination. What kind of... I mean, this irrigates quite a bit for a lot less room. Was that crash from a power issue? Was it a power issue? No, I don't think it was a power issue, actually. Oddly enough, I think it was a game. For some reason, caused the system to crash, and it was one of those, I didn't know if it was going to recover, and then, like, 2 or 3 reboots later, it came back. But the last thing I thought to check would be... Oh, good. These are growing. Would be the XMP after that. There we go. Satisfactory did that to me, but I needed a new motherboard. Ew. That is rough. I've watched a lot of Satisfactory lately. And I have really been thinking about possibly getting into it. But I also saw Factorio. So for you folks that have played both, which one would you recommend first? It's a great game. Ah, that's good. There was another one I played a while back that it was alright, but I can't remember what it was called. Never played Factorio? Okay. So Satisfactory is fine to start, basically. Does it really heat up your computer when you play it? It looks like it would. But I don't know for sure. I want to maybe get some of these towers and try them out. First person, that's the only bit I do. Oh, okay, because it's first person. Yeah. I really wonder if it would eat my frame rate. gonna try something. Where can I hook these? Can I power these from the bottom? System depending, but it heats my apartment. Okay, that's fair. So it does heat the place up. I mean, my computer heats everything up. This whole room gets really warm because of it. If I were to just replace this out, but I would need power. But I could replace a lot of this with efficient irrigation tower. And then I could fill that back in. I don't have to worry about these. That kind of defeats the whole purpose of having the chemist. So maybe I'll just leave those. Maybe I'll test them on the next one. Like, oh, over here would be a good place to test. Let's see. Not that one. Efficient irrigation power. Put one. If I put one here, I wonder if it can be powered from the bottom. You know what? Let's test it. We're going to do a little testing while we're building this evening. Test it all. There we go. Good stuff. We'll get those in. We'll test that from the bottom, and if this area allows, maybe we'll put maple over here. Surprisingly refreshing. Yay! So after the last punishing one, it gives us the freebie season. I'll pause that. We'll see what we can do there. Switch you back for a second. Send you out of there just due to the high injury chance. Now I've got 2 extra beavers to do something. Did I ever build that? This? Yes. There we go. Are you guys pretty much done? Yeah? Do I have decent storage for... No, I don't. Death with the hydrate. Thank you. I have fresh sweet tea for the evening, so it's a great night to hydrate. I mean, I guess technically every night's a good night for that, but you know what I mean. Maybe. I hardly know what I mean half the time. And say, if you got the power shaft tunnel, you can build this without demolishing the gear workshop. But I think it needs quite a bit of science. Yeah. Yeah, that is definitely true. But we can just do that real quick. I don't know which tunnels I have. I should have pretty much all of them. Let's get this in here. Fresh sweet tea. Yes, it's delicious. It is absolutely wonderful. Let's do the powered one. And we'll see if this counts as being powered. If it does, that'll be a good thing, right? Maybe if I turn slightly this way. There we go. I don't even know what that needs. Gears. Of course, gears. Why wouldn't it need something other than gears? How is Oh, they haven't made the second chemist yet. And I still haven't made my my dirt area. We gotta find a good place for it. Maybe along the back here? We put in a couple of powered areas, then we could do powered water places to keep the bad tide away. And keep with fertilizer as well. Goals. We got a couple injured still. Grilled spatterdock. Do I have spatterdock to grill? I sure do not. Cattail crackers. Nope. Nope. Coffee. Which beavers was this? This is the combined beavers. This is both Folktails and Irontooth. I think the mod is like greedy beavers or something like that. But it lets you have everything. Well, everything of the two regular factions, pretty much. Cut. All set to cut. There we go. You know what? I'm going to do this, and we'll just check. This takes 11 water a day. That's not bad. I think we can handle 11 water a day. Considering I think these larger ones that we have in here pull in, yeah, 15 water every hour and a half. Speaking of which, you know what? Let's go ahead and we'll take these down and we'll just upgrade while we're here. Do that. Now that we've got our supplies back up, we'll do that, and that, and that, and then I really guess I don't need these. That ought to be quite a bit more water intake. Food is kind of funky at the moment because of that strange bad rain. But overall, we have a decent amount of water. Speaking of which, I should probably color those blue. Or bluish. Blue. Here we go. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, that looks good. There we go. More water storage. Not enough gears, so let's build more gear. That's exactly it. We have to use all the gears all the time. If I weren't using gears, what would I be using? Network. It says it's connected to the network. Is this a hauler-only building? It seems to be working. 3D beavers is spoken. There should be one for white paws and plain beavers. What would you call that? The can't get along beavers? Hey, we've made our way up to the mine. I will spit it out eventually, I promise. Not enough science points. Who is spending all my science points? Probably on something silly like monuments or something. Warring clans? I like it. You know, if the White Paws weren't so different than every other faction, I could say it could work. How's everything? We've got food. We've got plenty of water. We could almost make another layer housing. We'll get that started here. Oops, that's not what I wanted. There you go this way. And that one goes out. What? Oh, yes, that's right. I had to think about what I was doing there for a second. Some days my age catches up to me. It'd be an interesting concept if you got two districts of different factions on the same map, and each can only do their own things, but some things they can trade. That would be neat. Maybe an expansion to Beaver Buddies, where everybody gets to choose their own faction. But then you've almost made it into StarCraft-ish. Or like an RTS. We'll put this right next to here. And then... printing press. I don't even have a printing press yet. No, that's not what I want. I want a tapper shack. That's fine. All that has to go. The trade would be interesting, though. You'd have to have some universal currency that everybody would want. Did I ever clear this out? No, not completely. What are my builders doing? Tree fertilizer. So... I feel like I should come back and redo this area with the powered stuff. Water. Irrigated. So if we did one maybe here. And then another one maybe here. We could get most of this area irrigated and safe from bad tide. And then we could remove all of this. You know what? I think it's worth the remake. I've never been afraid to remake some of this stuff. You guys have seen me play enough. You know what I just forgot about? We don't yet have the dirt. Okay, well, you know what I'm building next, then. Dirt excavator. Here we go, spending all of our hard-earned science again. Never just give it a rest. Those not set to cut? I don't know why I didn't set those to cut. They can all go. Alright. Landscaping? Yes. Oh, there. No. I prefer my excavators to be at, basically, at the height that we're gonna put them in at. Where'd that go? There it is. Is that the right size for that? Or is that one too big? That is one too big. That in. We'll do more across here. If I need to put a couple of platforms in, that's just fine and dandy. Then we'll work from there. How are these guys doing up here? Did I get... Let's do maples. Maple. Cover most of this, I think. Okay, you can't get quite that far. That's okay. Well, maybe it's okay. Hello? Game. Oh. Refreshing spring. Those seasons are pretty rough. Okay. Just said you couldn't get that far. That's fine. Whatever. We'll just do what we can do. Forestry planting. Maple. Maple. Yep, you can be maple, you can be maple, you can be maple. Everybody's a maple. How's this going? They're working on it. Sort of. Well, it hasn't changed that much, to be honest. It's alright. I'm gonna follow one of my builders for a minute and just see. Alright, Keezy, what you working on? You are working on... Okay. All of this. You know what? Oh, I was gonna do the mine, wasn't I? 4,000. No. There. There we go. They can work on that as they get to it. Oh, I am way down on metal. So the big metal pile is gone. How are you guys doing on metal? You still have plenty left over here. I don't know why. Those aren't going in, but that's okay. Hey, there we go. That's why we don't have any metal currently. I'm gonna pause like half of these, send those guys somewhere else. Also, I don't know why I didn't put the trees across the road. Anyone's guess is as good as mine. Got some logs here. These guys aren't doing anything. How's that? You guys aren't doing anything. Keeping an eye on who's doing what. Making sure they're always working. Logs there. You're done, so you can go find something until everything else is done. How is this going? It is certainly going. This, I'm hoping, dries up eventually. Actually, if I stop adding water to it, it would probably, just probably, go a little bit faster. Not gonna make any promises, but, you know. Adding water to things usually makes them not as dry. What kind of projects do I still have? Science projects. None. So mostly I could either make them build faster or production. What does... How much science am I getting? 1K from yesterday. So, if I were to max that at 233 a day, we'll see if that ups their production any. Work efficiency. Precision tools. I just wonder. Do they not get the added bonus from the science? They might not. So if I were to, let's compare this 1 every 3 hours. It doesn't change this, so I just want to know if that starts working better. Does kind of look like it's going faster. It's hard to tell. Hey, we've got actual spatter duck. Yes, we do. Are we cooking it? It's you. Grilled chestnuts. Grilled potatoes. No, we're not grilling it. That would be why they don't have any grilled. We'll do that, and you can be grilled spatter duck. And then I have 1 gristmill, but I think I need a second. I'm fairly certain I need a second. So, when in doubt, blow stuff up. Oh. I gotta catch this when they're not coming through here. There you go. There you go. Let's get 2 of them going. Decoration. No, it's landscaping. 2,000? I just happen to have 2,000. Yes. And yes. There we go. And then as for power, these are each 200, right? Yes. So we'll load this. We'll move the stairs over to here. And power-wise, well, that will that do what we want it to do? I don't know that it will. No, actually, I don't think it will. So we'll go the other way. Do I have platform? Oh, I have to have 2,000 science to do that. So that's going to be a day or 2. I guess in the meantime, I can just blow stuff up. I mean, right? Like I said, when in doubt, blow stuff up. Let's go ahead and do that. How's my speed? Seems to be all right, but it's night, so. These are supposed to be using much less power, but it kind of looks like they are. we'll put a power center over here and then send it underground and send it to the power stations for these two. We'll have to figure out how to get power to these areas here. At some point, we're probably going to take this. Unless there's a better one. Better bad water source. Better bad water source. Not really. Engine near the berries. Yeah, well, I'm going to be putting engines here anyway, so that'll be how they connect. But, yeah, we could put an engine over here where it's always dead. Tunnel through and go through that way. But eventually, I would like to take this and turn it into a stackwaduct down the edge here. But we'll see how that works out. How is this area doing? It is here, that's for sure. Are any of these marked for cutting? Because they shouldn't be. Unmark. No cutting in here, just get rid of them. Unmark all this stuff. Don't need that marked for now. Don't need any of this marked. Don't really need that marked. Do want this marked. And that marked. Don't need to cut the roads, though. Let's see. Accidentally marked one. Cut those. I do need to cut this space if it will let me put a tree here. Yeah, it will. I don't know why there wasn't one there already, but okay. Is there any way down? Aha! We can cut those out of there. Poor building beavers. They always seem to have plenty to do. Which, in that case, we're just going to get more of them. Somebody said that that might be a leading cause of frame loss, but I'm going to have multiple builders anyway. What's this guy's doing? Oh, they're not far enough over. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. How are my... What's my... primary problem? Too many builders haulers just happening when they don't actually have work to do. That could be. Ooh, this definitely has to be bots. So we might have to switch a lot of our bots to that. Which means I'll need power and everything else over here. Let's see. Power. Do. Take all these out of there. I mean, they will be able to zip line back, but... You get down to there. Actually, we'll put it on the other side. I'll say that's slightly more important. Then they can zip line back and recharge and get all their stuff. These guys never have anything to do, so we're just going to pause them. We can probably pause a lot of these guys again. That guy can be paused. That guy can be paused. This guy can be paused. How's underneath looking? We're up to 45. Nice. Alright. Sure, there's always water coming in. Gotta have water. 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 There we go. These just blue? I think so. Blue. Need an agora, a frog statue, and a dance hall. We might be able to get those with some extra science. Now is the question, is that science cost that we're enduring worth what we're getting out of them? We'll switch back and see if we get more production value. We're going to need a whole bunch of bots anyway here in a minute, because I try not to send actual beavers down into the mines. Of all the places to work, that's definitely one of the worst. Resin-infused planks. No power needed, just nature's way. Okay, so do these have that? I don't think... They're not getting what they needed there. Heat, recycling, smelters use... See, I've got it unlocked, but it doesn't actually... Maybe it's... I don't know. Something weird about that. Let them go. Let's... How's this doing? Not bad. Grab this. Then we can put all the stuff that we need over here. Gears, they've got treated planks they're working on. Excellent. Everything's slowly coming around. I think we got a rainy season coming up too, so that's not bad. Wonder if that'll turn the pools back to regular water. Probably not. This would be why they're not cutting any of this. Probably need to be told to actually cut things. There we go. Clear you out. Do we have somebody in here cooking spatter duck? We don't even have the place done yet. Tree fertilizer. Well, that's some neat looking water. That's tree fertilizer for you. Alright, back to the builders. What are you guys doing? Let's get more people in here. Gonna have pine today? Doesn't look like it. Not sure what these birch trees are doing, but they can go along with these berries. Yay, they're back up to 46. This is apply to gatherables. There we go. So all those gatherables should be coming up faster. How are we doing on chestnuts? They're fine, so I don't need to worry about them too much. I don't have much in the way of decorations around this place, so maybe it's time to look into that. I've got roofs for everybody. Shrub lantern roof for everybody, but no, none of the other stuff. We'll just build some stuff up there. Maybe. Oh, it's changing to raining season. That's all right. So if we do platforms, if we do that, we can do platforms over all those except the roofs, which is fine. We can just take out the roofs, we'll replace it with something else. And then we'll put the roofs later. Twos all the way up the side here. Get our own fire escape. It'll be interesting to try and build stuff, but we'll make do. Same thing over here. Move the roof. Grab the double platforms and just platform our way up. It's true. I could just have them go onto the... You know what? That's a good point. That saves me a whole bunch of problems there. And I can just put 2 ladders there. And that should solve most of the issues. They'll just have to come up here and build downward. Good call. Decoration. If I put you here, you cover all buildings there. So you can be... I don't know if I'll need that many, but we'll see what we do and don't need. Here. Razor's going to have to go there as well. That'll cover all of them. And then Beaver Bust. Yep. I might not even need all of these. But I've probably got plenty of time to figure that out. Yep, that covers everything. Bill doesn't have one. Bulletin pole. I guess we'll put it on the outside of the building. Fine. There we go. I don't need most of that other stuff, so... Just the... There we go. Yep. Yep. Nope. Nope. It really wants to blow up that house. Just leave the house alone. Could have swore there was another clock. Yes. That covers all of them. There we go. That'll get our beavers some well-being. I just have to figure out how to put... Oh, I can just put roofs on all of these. Yes. Do this. Do this. You know what? Let's just knock these down for a second. And then we'll take a look at the roofs. Well-being. Do I need the bigger roof? No. Am I going to use the bigger roof? Yeah. Do this. There we go. Now everything's sure to have a roof. Plus one weird tower of random stuff on both sides. No recipe selected. What's the efficient one? Extract, treated planks, and scrap metal? That's fine. I should have a decent amount of extract. I do. Although my bad water is worrisomely low. It's weird. Can't put one there. I could do this. Flip it round. Around this way. That looks good. Scratcher, Lido, swimming pool. Okay. Well, we'll get to all of those. How is my dirt project going? It's going. It's definitely going. Let's get all of this out of here so I can put those engines in. Now we just gotta figure out. There we go. We actually, our gear count is not going up nearly as quickly as I'd hoped. This was going to be for another one of these for cattail flour. So we'll get that in there. Then we can have a bakery. You're making bread. You're making berry pies. We'll do 2 more. 1 for the pastries, 1 for cattail crackers. Whenever those go in. How's this going? Well, that's not moving forward as fast as I'd like it to be, but that's okay. Ooh, another hydrate. Thank you, Death. Ooh. Okay. It does scale with power, is what it looks like. So if it doesn't have full power, it's got a problem. Gotta remove all these berries. We're not eating them anyway, so. And then we'll redo this path and maybe put some more power here. How's the mine doing? Well, we're at least getting something from the mine, so that's better than nothing. Is our efficiency really increased? A little bit. Carrying capacity. You know what? Let's do this. How are you guys doing? Oh, everybody's asleep. That makes a difference. Do 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 do. Looks good. Oh, they're working on the excavator. That's what they're working on. You know what? I might just dynamite this whole thing over here. Dynamite. There we go. That one straight portion off the cliff. We're getting a little less science here. We'll see if the buildings go up any faster, or if there's something else that's causing issue. These guys over here, are they just sitting there? Still got log storage somewhere that's not full. You guys could be taking that, you know. I guess gears? Yep. Gears? No. I'm just gonna put in a whole power station over here. Until I find a more reliable place to get bad water. What's in here? Oh. Bad water. It's a whole cave full of it. What are these? Water sources? Oh, there are water sources above there. There's 2 water sources here. Ah, no, that's blockage. I was wrong. Where's all this water coming from? Are you water sources? No. You raining down from above somewhere? Oh, maybe this is it. It's pouring in here. That's definitely interesting. We're still pulling in enough water. We're pulling in a ton of water. I think we're good there. How are... These are coming along. Those are doing all right. There we go. More water usage. Is there... Do I have to turn that option on? Maybe if there's bad water in the area. Trees there. I have plenty of pine, it looks like. How am I doing on... Okay, we gotta grind up the cattail. Which, let's see. Dynamite. Those 2. This is for cattail. Cattail? Cattail. No, not the crackers. The actual cattail coming in. There we go. Posture check. Oh, that's a good one. You got me leaning forward there. Oh, big stretch. Thank you. There's a tiny space directly. Yep, that I bet that's where I'm going to do my crackers at. Well, no, that's where I'll do the flour at. Flour going out. Flour. Cattail flour. Going out. I must have had a death wave, because all of a sudden we're behind on number of beavers instead of ahead. Two extra bots, though. I almost feel like I just need an entire area of gear factories, but I might yet do that. Gears are kind of catching up, but not really. Next materials. Spatterdock. I need another area for Spatterdock, I think. I do think. Since this should be mostly good water, I could block off this end here and fill this in and just make it into the Spatterdock cattail area. So I don't see any other way really for, unless the bad tide comes up and over this way, but yeah. We might just do that. But we'll fill it in with dirt first. Can they still get back from here? Sort of. No, there's one bush in their way. There we go. That beaver got tired of it, and he took that out. Still waiting for this to dry up. It's taken forever. Usually, it dries right up when you don't want it to, but nope, not this time. At 4K. What did I get? Oh, that must be from them building all that stuff up there. Yep. 9. They're all up there, standing around on the roof. This guy. Oh, he's injured. That's why. There's 50. What's my maple forest doing? Meh. Only 31%. Not great. That can be oaks. They have not come up there to get that yet. Not sure why they don't want to get that. In fact, they've not come up to get it long enough that there's already trees or berry bushes that have grown that have berries on them. I don't want to get that. Tell you what, let's do this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Power. There we go. Beaver is injured. So many injured beavers. We need to start switching them out for bots, but yeah, we'll get there. How's injury is 1% per hour. Ooh. You know what? Bots can make their own stuff. I know that uses all my science, but it's fine. Production is starting to come back since I'm using considerably less gears all of a sudden. Metal Island is looking pretty good. Let's prioritize that by the haulers so they don't have to do anything except get us stuff. Why are you guys? You guys having issues here? Should be planks here. Planks are right there. Do I not have a warehouse? Let's get a warehouse for... We'll just do one of these warehouses right across the road. For the pine resin. There we go. Pine resin coming in. Get that made. And these guys will be taken care of. Carrying capacity. Stuff getting made. Stuff is getting done. We might turn some of that back down. You know what? Let's put you back to 0, and we'll put you back to 0 and see how we're doing. You can be for cattail crackers, which we will get eventually. You can be for cattail flour. And you can be for the maple pastries, which we're going to pause because we still don't have any maple syrup. Cattail. Okay, they're moving that. And then I can put one here. And we'll put the crackers right here. To go out to whatever. Cattail crackers. Going out. Do I have those? I have the maple pastries, but I don't think I have the spatterdock or cattail. Unless that's what this is. Nope. That's mangrove fruits. How am I gonna... Oh, yeah. All the water suddenly turned to bad water, so our mangrove is gonna be down. Yeah, look at that. They got them all done. $53. Yeah. But it does help that we have both factions and all of their stuff counts. Let's see. We need power. Generators. One. Actually going to do 2 here. We might install more later. This one needs to be bots, or else we're... Okay. So we're going to have an issue. They are moving pretty fast. This gives them 230% working speed. Yeah, I think these are 200. I could be wrong, though. 200, yeah. This is 400, so that's actually double probably what they need. But we're going to do the powered irrigation system over there. Also, I really want to try and use these turbines this time, so instead of doing the traditional stackaqueduct, we might try a turbine stackaqueduct. Maybe. That's definitely going to be in later episodes. We don't need trees cut from there. We don't need cut from there. I don't know if anybody's ever going to get to those. All that can go. All that can go. All that. All that. They fit under platforms. I've added hundreds to my... Oh. Then we will definitely be trying to use those. We'll just squeeze in a whole bunch of them and make the water go... Force the water through small tunnels, maybe. See what we can do with them. They do put out power based on how fast the water is, right? Water fast is better. Yes, yes. So we're going to be pushing a lot through there. Although, one of the reasons that I also wanted to use those is that I can enclose them, which means during the red tide and monsoon, when these triple their output, I'm wondering if that'll triple the power that's being pushed through them. We'll wind them up very, very quickly. All right, time to make definitely more houses. We'll make a bunch more. Let's do this. That I don't need. That I don't need. Technically, I could have left them there. But if we're going to be doing some expansion across the map, we're going to need some beavers. Triple a lot more, though. I think I only give like 30. There we go. And stairs, and up you go. And we'll do double. Up you go. Grab a path. Where they're all connected in. Is this too many? Probably. Are we going to have to deal? Probably. Two. And it was up there, and then we need not this. That there. So many. There is a ton of houses. But we're going to have beavers. And then maybe we'll switch them out with bots eventually. Maybe we'll tone down the apartments and switch them out with bots. But we'll have to see where that goes. No stairs. Nope. Stairs. We might redesign the whole thing. Who knows? It's all possible. There we go. I will probably miss some connections on my way up. So it says not enough houses. That's what it is. I've said there's not enough houses, so there will be houses. Do. We'll get a whole bunch in here. We are starting to run low on berries. They must be eating a lot of those pies. Let's toss in some gatherers for these berries. Make sure that somebody's gathering them. How are you guys doing over here? You still in range? Yeah, you're still in range of that. Go get some berries. Oh, they're grabbing the mangroves. I see. Well, we can do a couple of berry bushes over here. It won't hurt. I need to do coffee somewhere, but I haven't decided where yet. Here's a bunch of berries. Let's grab those while we're here. That guy can get most of them. Put a couple out here. I can get maybe some coffee bushes back here. That might help. They'll enjoy some coffee. There we go. Red. Are these all red? These are all red. Let's get that done. Now it's not far enough. Okay. Still want to know if that holds back corruption. We'll find out, I guess, on the next bad tide. That can go. That can go. And they need to be red. No power. What do you mean, no power? Literally connected to... Oh, there's no logs in those yet. There we go. This definitely needs to be bots, though. If possible. We build more bots, maybe. Just maybe. Oh, this finally clear out? Good. That did too. Good. We're at 54. Oh, we were going to do a beautiful dam we could put in somewhere. That's pretty easy. Fountain of Joy. These might be a little tougher, but we can put them a little farther away. We don't have a detailer yet? Really? Detailer. Why don't I have these? These are some of my favorite things. We're gonna go put them in this cave. Good grief, look at all the berries over here that I could be picking. Put one of those in there. We'll do well-being. Let's get a couple of these things in here. Do pool could fit here. Well, it would fit there if there wasn't a tree in the way. There's that. And landscaping. Yep. One of those. So we'll do that. Oh, we'll have to take out a bush there. Remove the bush. Tomato. There. Enough science points. Really? Okay, well. Give it a second. Hey, Kudzen, how's it going? Not bad. We're getting stuff taken care of. How are you doing? Well, we're trying to get stuff taken care of. We've got... No, it's not, Kudzen. We're just going to leave that one where it's at. Hey, it's Mao. With the posture check. Good stretch. And the hydrate. Thanks, Mao. How you doing? Exhausted? Yeah, I know that feeling. This week, I don't know. We had the short week with Labor Day. So it was a 4-day week. And it still felt like it was as busy as a regular week, if not more. How's the science going? NFL is starting up, so it's going to be busy. Yeah, it is that time of year, isn't it? Okay, bad water has gone back up. Good. Next, you can definitely, there's no hazard here for that. But I do need more beavers. Means I can go down to 16 hours. Gotten to the point I'm so tired that I'm feeling dizzy. Oh, that... Need to sit down and rest for a bit. That's overdoing it just a bit. National holidays are 2 extra days of work for me, and usually middle of 11 to 13 to... Ew. That sucks. I actually do get the day off, luckily. I do feel very lucky that way. Let's put them here. Let's do that. Tapper Shack. There we go. That can all go. Oh, I have more food that I could be picking up down here. That way I keep my berry pies. So it's in here. Take those out. I can put a second Tapper Shack in. Yeah, I don't know what this week was. What the problem this week was. It's just like everybody forgot that it was a four-day work week, so they tried to shove everything in a 5-day work week into a 4-day work week. I can tell you, it was not fun. Do I not have a lot? Tail roots. That's some of the base. Felt like I was constantly running all over the place. Well, I never did find that place for a coffee bean field. This might turn into part coffee beans. There, how did bushes get back up over here? I don't know. Let's get that done. Are we starting to get some dirt finally? You know what? I'm going to switch you out so we have less injured. As you can see, we're already doing pretty terribly with injured. Also, storage, warehouse. No, not warehouse. Pile. Could get the underground pile for this, but you know what? Regular. This pile should be okay for now. We'll just double it up. Also, those can go, and we will put in landscaping there just to make it look a little bit better. 56. All right. What I was gonna do, detailers. What wasn't I? See, I got distracted. Easily distracted. Those aren't in. So what caused the extra? You know what? I'm not gonna question it. Well-being, detailers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and a 7th one. There we go. Make those bad tide. Okay. Well, that's definitely not the worst weather we're getting today. We'll make those important so that we can get those taken care of. You know what I could do? If I came over here and just capped that with the bad water rig, I would have as much bad water as I ever needed. So I think I'm not too worried about bad water there. Now getting it around the map will be interesting. How are you guys doing? Scrap metal, okay. You're doing okay on the scrap metal. Take this extra stuff out. Take this extra. We'll do that. There we go. Extract storage nearby. That's probably a good idea. Let's go back down. We'll toss in. What kind of storage do I want in there? We'll do a pit tank right here. There we go. Look at him go. Got all the emotes. Do coming in, we'll do prioritize, we'll do extract. Nope, that's antidote. Extract. There we go. Excellent. Everybody's coming down to get their stuff. All right. Can I, if I delete this, fill this back in, and then actually put that there, pause that, and where's that water? This here. Here, most of it. I could probably put it here and it'd be fine. So we'll do this. And power shaft. Power shaft. Water. Water. One that looks like water eld. And then do you, but here. Then we'll do the same thing over here. Then we'll have protection from bad water. We'll have fertilizer. And we'll have everything else. I'm going to leave that for now, and I'm also going to turn that off. Let's get these projects done. This might be just a temporary holder, but we'll see. We'll see. I have a bunch of injured beavers still. Prioritize these guys. My gears are okay. They should have something in here. We'll put up science. 1,000. Do I want to spend 1,000? Oh, good selected. You are for dirt going out. And then we'll tunnel underneath. Let's see. Oh, that's them. So I need to... No, instead of this, let's just tunnel down first. Need the... Oh, my triple dynamite is still on the super dynamite, so it's charging me for the entire thing. Which, that's okay. We'll go 2 down. And then I'm gonna have to make a service tunnel too, aren't I? That's alright. We'll make one there. Why am I low on logs again? Is it because I'm low on beavers? Got logs to cut there. I guess I can't get to these. Yeah, it's fine. We'll just leave them. Aha. Good selected. More dirt going out. Am I low on beavers? Yep. The eternal struggle. Explode. Explode. Nobody ever wants to be low on beavers. Do. All right. How much for the tunnel? Wasn't it like 2,000 or something? Power. Landscaping. 2-way solid. Yes, that's it. Yes. Now we have some tunnels. Yay! And then we will put irrigation system right on top of that. Of course, I'm going to have to get regular tunnels as well. Tunnel? Tunnel? No. Dynamites? Oh, tunnels is in here. There's another one. Two of the same things in the same area. It's okay. Tunnel through terrain. Do I have? Oh, I do have it. I must have unlocked it at one point. So you will go this way as a service tunnel. There we go. Service tunnel coming up. This can go. You can plant a tree there. Platform and power shaft tunnel is a bit cheaper, but doesn't allow power to go upwards. That could be. That might be the whole difference. Power shafts, vertical power shaft, regular. Whenever I put in the top one that connects, I always put a regular one. I could put the vertical one, keep with the boxed theme, but I kind of like it better like that. I don't know if anybody else does that, but I definitely do. So we're going to have to come over here too. Okay. Let's rebuild all of this too. All of you go. Get out of there. Let's see, we're gonna do 2 down from there. Rest of it, we can put dirt on top. There we go. One of these, like so. And then once that's in, we'll do this. There we go. Needs power to operate. I'm well aware. We're working on that. Right? We're working on it. How is our little play place area over here doing? So we've got all these. All the beavers are coming down to get their tails taken care of. Let's go ahead and remove a little bit of this. 57. We're doing pretty well. Beautiful dam. We could probably cheese that somehow. I mean, it's already kind of cheesy, but you never know. If... What do you need for beautiful dam? Maybe I'll switch these out. Where's the landscaping? Shaped levees. Does that give the beautiful dam buff? I don't know that it does. Got my last day at 12. Go to bed. Good to be here and have a great sleep. Well, thank you. You have a good rest. And a good rest of your evening. These give you beautiful dam buff? I'm gonna find out. Oh. Is it changing? It's changing to bad water. We'll go check around here in just a second. No, that doesn't seem to give you any kind of buff. Gotta find whichever one gives you a buff. Nope. Ah, decoration blocks, maybe. That gives you a buff. So we do... What if I were to do... Gotta think about this. Beautiful dam. Yes. What's the 3? 2 and 3. And then we come back and we put the roofs on top of those. Right? Makes good sense. Will get us another point. Let's do that, this here, that, and that. We'll do the 2 more ladders to get them back up there. Yay, window blocked by a decorative block of wood. I feel much better now. Yes! Well, I consider it just these people on the 3rd floor, they get extra storage space. There's a door in there, so they get a whole extra room that nobody else gets. This guy I feel a little sorry for. There's a fire right outside his window all the time. And I'm not sure the billboard I'd be happy with. The clock, if it chimes, that would be a bit rough. Alright, so let's get those done. I think there used to be something that you could put, like, windows or chimneys on stuff, too. In fact, I'm pretty sure there was a chimney one, and I haven't seen it in a while. I better double check. Yep, that's going fine, and this is going fine. Anything over here that I should be concerned about? No. This does seem to be fighting the effects of bad water. 'Cause all these trees are still good. Well, that's not bad at all then, is it? How are these doing? Not bad. They need power, though. I would also like these to be high priority. We'll worry about other projects afterwards. Was overhanging. Rooms remind me of the latrines on medieval buildings. Let's hope they're not the latrines, being that they're 3 stories up. But you never know. Maybe? Just maybe. I have an extra empty space there. Exercise plaza? Where's a good place for an exercise? You know what? You're gonna do exercise, you might as well do it outside. And let's remove those 2. Not enough power. Yeah, I know. We're working on it. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. That one's connected in. I do feel like we're not making enough bots. Does not feel like 28 is what 2 of these should put out. Does field below it get a fertilization bonus? Path cleanliness debuff? You know, that's a fair question. I don't know. I mean, they are access tunnels. They're fertilized down there. I'm sure they smell wonderful. Look at that. That one's done. Underground path. Go there. This will have to remove you. And you can go this way. That won't do us any good, will it? Nope. Put the path where they couldn't use it. That's brilliant. There you go. Now they can go back up. I hope. Power. And another one of those. And another one of those. And that should do. You buffer storage from the... Worth a try. It's definitely worth a try. Let's do... Bot part storages. Bot part... Storages. Oh, they've added more new buildings to water beavers, but for some reason the bad water pumps all stopped pumping. Well, that's not good. Did the buckets stop working too? Right now, my colony only has the buckets. Let's do... heads, shoulders, knees and toes. I'm a couple episodes ahead on my recording on the water beavers, so hopefully that doesn't affect too much. Oof, this looks terrible up here. But this is still growing, thanks to the powered water pump, which is cool. I do like that. Beaver is unwell. Why are you unwell? I do not know. See how they're doing. They're doing all right. I would like all of these to be in so we don't lose our forests here. We're relying an awful lot on burning fuel. Oh, another hydrate. Thank you, Death. 6 mechanical bad water pumps. Bad water is always 0, even though everything that needs bad water has its output storage full. With the last update, I only needed 4 bad water pumps running to keep my giant fluid. Yeah, something definitely could have busted. It does happen every once in a while. These are not doing well. Goals. What goals do I have left? Yeah, there's injury. There's always injury until we basically change everything over. The Agora, the Contemplation Spot, Campfire, Frog Statue, Dance Hall. Do you have the exercise place? Detailer, Scratcher, Lido. Exercise Plaza. Oh, we're working on that. Oh, crud. Got to close that. I knew there's always one that I forget to close. That's all right. We'll wash it out again before we do that. I did take a look on the White Paws and saw the new automatic pumps, but I wasn't quite 100% sure how they worked. Do they just have to have water, like, in front of them, or... I don't know. It looked like a big dam, but it didn't make much sense how they would actually be pulling in water. How's this? These guys just kind of stopped and are chilling over here. We don't need anybody just sitting around doing nothing. Ugh, that's a lot of red. We'll figure it out eventually. Not bad. We made some strides today. We got our maple forest going. We got our mine in. Build it in the gap in the train and put a lake behind it. So it is on the flat side that it pulls in water. We dealt with a new type of weather, which that's cool. I'm gonna pause those. I don't need people there. I have 28 extra beavers all of a sudden. I don't know why. Blocked by bad water. Oh. Yeah, that's alright. You'll probably go down there and get contaminated, but it's okay. We have stuff to help that now. Everything behind the dam needs to be built on soil, but the buildings in front of the dam can go on scaffolding. Yeah. I'll have to take a look. I'm not anywhere close in my Water Beavers playthrough. Oh, here's a place. I'm gonna have to send some water over just like we have this one. Let's get started on like a power center here. And then I think we will call it an evening. There we go. Power plugs on the side of the entryway. You have to pass power through the arch on the side. Yeah, I'll figure it out. But next time, we'll get this in here, get some more industry going, get this powered with the powered irrigation. And in fact, we might toss another one in down here, but we'll find out there. We'll see. That should work for this to get powered irrigation to both of those. So we'll work on that next time as well. And we'll see what we can do about getting some dirt in there. We just got a whole bunch of new beavers, so that's going to be interesting. Oh, I bet it was the decoration block. You can even make those strange color. I can change the rotation on those. I can. It's weird, but I can. The water level's a bit high. It will flow over the dam. 2 triangle buildings either side, and the one in the middle aren't waterproof. Interesting. Yeah, that's going to be a fun one to work with. The last one that they had didn't work really well. I really wish they would have stuck with the aquifers, but I could see why those are pretty powerful. But then again, I mean, they're the water beavers, so you would think they would be good at getting water. But who knows? But I'm going to call it there for the evening. Let's see, is there anybody over on Twitch that I know that we could raid real quick? Let's see. No, not really. We'll just call it there for the night. And, we'll just... Oh, wait. No. Tinder is on. I don't think she's playing Timberborn, so we'll see what Tinder is up to, since I recommended them at the start of there. They do a lot with Timberborn community too, so we'll go over there. But as always, just want to say thank you very much for stopping by, and hope to see you next time. Bye!